It has been a little while since I started making this. I'm not really sure where the time goes. It just seems to evaporate. Yeah, but I'm here with everything else, like my full-time job and doing everything else that I have to do as an adult. My heart's just not in making my year of bad art videos anymore, which is really sad. I really wanted to push through, make 52 works of art, make 52 videos. I was just finding it really hard to motivate myself to make things that I didn't necessarily feel called to make. I think it's a really incredible activity and I think it's a really fun challenge. I don't know if I'll pick it up again, but I think, you know, I did what I set out to do, which was make a year of bad art. I did 25 pieces in total and I think I should be really proud of that. It just means I made one piece of art and videos to go with it for a year, but I did one basically every fortnight instead of every week, and that's okay. I think one of the reasons why this took me so long to do is because I do set the bar very high for myself, and it is something that I thought with the Year of Bad Art challenge that I would just sort of relinquish that a little bit. But I didn't. And I feel like if I continue on, I'm probably not going to be completing it the way that I really intended to in the beginning. So yeah, I've made 25 pieces of art in my Year of Bad Art, and it's taken me a long time to accept that, you know, I kind of failed the challenge in a way because I did set out to do 52, but it's okay because other things have become more important to me. I've got other creative outlets that I'm feeling really called to and things that I really like want to work on, and that's okay. It's okay that I didn't complete it in the way that I wanted to, but the biggest lesson is that I completed it at all. My partner a few months ago said, you don't have to keep doing bad art if you don't want to, and I kept thinking, no, I need to finish it, I need to finish it. And the last few weeks I've just thought, why do I feel like I need to finish it? And I think it's just, I don't want to fail. I don't want to fail at something that I also put out in the public eye. I put on YouTube, Instagram that I was doing this challenge, and I just didn't want to fail. But I think there is some beauty in failure, and you know, you learn from it. And I think the thing that I've learned is that, like, I just don't want to put energy and time into something if it's not bringing me joy and if it's not calling me, if that makes sense. It sounds a bit woo-woo, but here we are. I'm actually really excited to kind of turn the page and focus on things that I actually want to create, things that I'm really feeling like so much joy in creating. And yeah, like as much joy as I did find in some of my bad art creations, which I did find a lot of joy in them, I think, yeah, I'm just not feeling the call to make it as much as I was initially, and that's fine. So it's okay to just turn the page and start fresh with something new. It doesn't mean I've totally failed. Even though I've kind of failed, I haven't failed at all because I still completed a year of bad art. Now I'm just waffling on and on like usual. I just want to show you guys the things that I feel called to make, the things that I'm finding real joy in the moment. I don't really want to have to pull out a prompt, you know, stress out about what I'm going to make, whether it's going to be good enough. I just want to follow the joy in creating. And if anything, maybe my bad art challenge has kind of taught me to do that, and that's kind of cool. And you know, if things don't turn out the first time, that's okay. At least I've tried, and that is awesome. So yeah, I will continue to make some very cool, fun things. At the moment, and probably for the last 4 months, to be honest, I have been super duper drawn to fiber art. And it's just what I'm really feeling super passionate about. I'm finding so much joy in it. I just had a little trip to New Zealand with my partner and bought a whole bunch of really fun, really cool colored yarn that just brings me so much joy. and I'm excited to just create. The problem is I keep tripping and falling into, you know, art supply stores and buying too much yarn and not enough time to create the things that I want to create with it. But I will show you something that I'm making at the moment, which you might have noticed is in the background. At the moment I am making a basically just a fun coloured granny stripe. It doesn't look like much yet, but I'm working on the back piece of a cardigan. But the colours are really, really fun. I just had to frog a bunch of it because I realised I was making it too long. It also does look too big for just the back piece, but I'm just going with it because if I don't push through when I want to give up, I'm just going to let it sit in a pile and not finish it, and that would just be so, so sad. And I've just got so many things that I want to do. When I was on the plane, I also started this, which is gonna essentially be like a little vest that I could wear over dresses and stuff. At the moment, like, I really love fiber art, and I've always thought, you know, fibers are really interesting. There was a point a couple months ago where I was actually trying to dye my own wool. I've got it somewhere, but I might show you in another video when I've actually pulled it out, because at the moment my yarn stash is a bit of a mess. I also went through a huge crochet tapestry obsession, which a lot of like artists don't actually know about. When I was in New Zealand, I was staying down in a place called Wanganui, and they were having a bunch of open artist studios. It was very, very cool, and it just happened to happen on the weekend that I was there, which was really awesome. I got to stumble upon it. But I talked to some of the people there about crochet tapestry, and they didn't know what I was talking about. If you guys don't know, I will show you what I'm talking about. I haven't finished this, but I've made this for my partner for Valentine's Day. I just need to put it on a dowel, but basically you use them a lot for like wall hangings. You could also potentially like make knitwear out of it if you wanted to. This one is on a dowel. I just haven't totally finished it, but I made the pattern for this on Stitch Fiddle, and I also custom dyed the yarn in the background, and I'm just having so much fun with this. I can be really playful. I need to finish the face. Obviously there's a little face on my little tulip, and then I need to put a back on, but I'm just having so much fun with this. I love the versatility of fiber art. You can do so much with wool. You can make garments, you can make decorations, you can make art, you can make sculptures. It's just an incredible medium, and I'm just feeling so, so excited and really like called to it at the moment. And I feel like I'd be doing myself a disservice if I didn't kind of hone into that. So yeah, that's basically what I've been working on. I also have this calling to kind of make little things for people, sell them, which I haven't had a calling to sell anything for a really long time. A few years ago, I had a clothing business called Grump, and I really loved it in the beginning, but then I just lost passion for it, and I made a really beautiful community over there. Those people are still following me on my new Instagram, Kerry the Cutie, and I'm forever grateful for that business and that community and just the love that I received through my creations back then. But I ended up changing my Instagram name and just, you know, changing things up a little bit because I just didn't feel like Grump was really me. I just wasn't feeling called to make things under that name anymore. And yeah, so I've got this calling to kind of start making things again for people, to bring like joy into their homes. My home is my absolute favorite place. It is my safe space. I spend a lot of money to live here, and as you can see, I collect a lot of cute bits and pieces to just make my home feel like me and make it feel fun and vibrant and a really inviting space, and just somewhere that I love to spend time in. And I just want to create like fun things that make people feel good, make people, you know, happy, and you know, they'll look at something that they might buy from me and think, oh my god, that's really incredible, I really love that, I have to have that, whatever. You know, this will brighten up my space. Like, yeah, it's something that I'm really, really passionate about at the moment. And you know, I still might make some clothes because I do have a passion in clothing, and at the moment I am also feeling really called to you know, clean out my whole wardrobe, because all I basically wear at the moment is black. And years ago I used to wear like fun, vibrant things. Sometimes I'll still wear fun, vibrant things, but there's maybe like 2 of those to like 20 black things in my closet. And I just want a bit more fun injected into my clothing in my life to make me feel good, because I really miss that. So that's why I'm making the cardigan. That's why I'm making like the little vest. I'm just making a few little bits and pieces to add to my wardrobe to make it feel more like me. And then I'm also going to start sewing a few more things that are just unique to me, unique to my wardrobe. And I don't need to make them for anybody but myself if I don't want to. This has turned into a big ramble about, I don't know, not much. I also made these tiny little tapestry crochets. They didn't take me long. And I'm going to add little faces to these. I still need to block them and to put them on a tiny dowel. I hand dyed this cotton yarn and it came out really, really beautiful. But these are the kinds of things that I'm thinking about selling at a market. I think it's just like a beautiful, it'll be like a beautiful cherished piece of art that you can put up in your homes. And I think it's just, it's so fun and so sweet, and it's also unlike anything I've ever seen before. I feel like sometimes I see people making things at markets and it just feels like everybody's making a different version of the same thing. And I just wanted to, if I went back out into the market space or into the e-commerce space, I wanted to make something that isn't out there, or like that I don't see out there a lot. So this is what I'm thinking of making. And I'll probably also produce some art prints and some art, things that I've just like made over the last year. I feel excited. I'm feeling excited to delve into this part of my creative journey, and I hope that you guys will follow along if you're interested. Like always, thank you so much for following along in my Year of Bad Art journey. I hope that you'll follow along and see everything else that I make, because I'm feeling really inspired and really excited to share it with you, whether it's from the things that I make to take to a market, whether it's my crochet little bits and bobs, or whether it's like me making things for my own wardrobe, my own style. I'm really excited to share it with you guys. Please like and subscribe if you're into my videos, and always leave me some comments, because I love to engage with a new community, and I'd love to see what brought you here, what you're here for, and yeah, I just love to engage with you guys a little bit more. I'll see you later in my next video. I don't know what that's going to involve, but I can't wait to share it with you. Bye!